It's time to go inside the mega events with some of the biggest names in the trillion-dollar world of sports. Let's go beyond the scoreboard with the sports professor, Rick Horrow.
I'm the sports professor, Rick Horrow. Welcome to Beyond the Scoreboard, Inside the Mega Events. It's a trillion-dollar sports business, to be sure, and about 50 to 60% of those dollars are wrapped up in the mega events, the championships, Super Bowls, All-Star Games, World Series, Wimbledon, tennis majors, golf majors, NASCAR championships, IndyCar championships, Ryder Cup. All of those too numerous to mention. I'm in my office to kick off the show, but I'm not here a lot. I'll be on the road on a weekly basis to bring you the inside tips from those major events. The balance sheets, who wins, who loses, the interviews, how you put on the events, and how you sustain them. This is all brought to you by Edelman Financial.
Money doesn't come with instructions. That's why we created Edelman Financial Services to help you with everything from college and retirement planning to managing your investments, helping you achieve retirement security. We're among the nation's top financial advisors. Come see how we can help you.
Sports Professor Rick Horrow, spotlight on NBA free agency and what it's doing. Well, you know, the salary cap went up to $109 million or so, about a 7% increase. The tax on the salary cap, $132 million, but you got to spend 90% of the salary cap, so you're about $98 million. So bad teams need to spend down at the bottom, but they get some mediocre players, and at the end of the day, those players make a lot more money than they would otherwise. The good teams, well, how about a team going from nowhere to good? So the Nets on the way to fan oblivion, all it takes is $141 million, and there's Kevin Durant, even though he's not going to play for a year. And there's Kyrie Irving, and the team may be headed for the Eastern Final. And at this point, what about Kawhi and what about the Raptors? Well, the NBA clearly is really important at this time of year, maybe even more so than other places. At Chicago Stadium, Chicago seems to be in the doldrums, but maybe they signed some people. As you get to critical mass, they're not there yet. And nobody is going to forget Michael Jordan, let's say right now, even though there's a lot of activity right here. Bottom line is, by the way, when the Nets were dealing with the situation of Kyrie Irving and otherwise, they may increase their ticket prices up to about 30 to 35% over the next couple of years. When you consider that, it certainly may be worth it. Oh, and they may also be favored to win an NBA title in a couple of years. You can't discount that either. From the front of Chicago Stadium, I'm sorry, United Center, Sports Professor Rick Horrow, spotlight on NBA free agency.